So my YouTube has, in the last 2 weeks, I've gone from 5,000 to 26,000 in 2 weeks. I've gained 20,000 in 2 weeks, in 14 days.
This is the Platinum Podcast.
Because I think it's sick. So like when I met you before, you were making videos, right?
I was making videos. I was working as like a videographer for big companies, did sort of stuff with Chelsea, with YouTubers, for brush shooting for brands, photography, video, all of that. Then I got into drop shipping as well. Like I had my own clothing brand, which went well initially. Yeah, it went well. And then I just started, was like, yeah, as you said, I wasn't getting fulfilled from drop shipping. So then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try something new. And I was like posting like travel videos, just on my TikTok. I was like, okay, this could be a thing in the future. And then someone said, try gado gado, which is like a traditional Indonesian dish.
Right.
I tried it, and then everyone was like, try spicy foods, try this dish. And all of a sudden now I'm doing TikTok full time now, working with brands. Got like 680k followers in like 6 months. And I'm speaking a language which I can't speak. I have a translator with me in every video. Yeah. I'm just doing the most creative, silly videos you can imagine, and being able to live in Bali from doing it.
This is such a fucking Bali story. It's like, so anyway, I went and made a video of eating some stuff in Indonesia, and now I'm an Indonesian superstar.
Pretty much something like that, yeah. I still don't really know what I'm doing or what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay, so let's try and nail this down. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm eating spicy food and reacting to it in a foreign country, and people are laughing at me.
Okay,
because I'm a white blonde guy.
Yeah.
In their country, speaking their language really broken. It's like, yeah, I don't have like, you know when you speak Italian, you speak with an accent.
Yeah.
I speak Indonesian Bahasa with no accent whatsoever. It's just like very, very British.
Yeah.
So people are just laughing at me, and I just react to the spicy food. And
right, if you are listening to this right now and you're sat here thinking, oh, I don't know if it's possible to make money online, I don't know if it's possible, I don't know if I can do anything, you can fucking eat spicy food for people's entertainment and turn that into a fucking company. We were talking about George before. He literally talks about Chelsea Football Club on YouTube, and he's absolutely smashing it. So let this be an inspiration to you. So I'd love to know, how did that even start? Like, how did it, like, I want to know, what the fuck does that look like? So you just released a video and did it go viral? What kind of went down?
How did it start?
You're still trying to work it out yourself.
Yeah,
I don't really know what happened.
It's happened so quickly, like literally 6 months, and I've just blown up, and now brands are trying to work with me like left, right, and center all the time, and it's just like people are recognizing me on the street. Like, I'm still a nobody. But like, I'll travel around like Java.
You're not now. Sorry, can I just interrupt? You're on the Platinum Podcast now.
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I've made it. Okay, now I've made it. But like, people are just recognize me everywhere, and I'm just like, I'm this random boy from London. I've always been behind the camera, and now I'm in front of it, and just eating food, traditional Indonesian food.
Yeah.
And people seem to really enjoy it.
So what's the crack? So you do these different videos, right? And now obviously they all get shared. You're getting more and more traction.
Yeah.
How do you monetize something like that?
TikTok Live is the best way for me.
Explain. I'm like an old person. Like, I've never even used TikTok. Like, I'm basically that guy now that goes, "What are all these kids doing?" Like,
okay. So on TikTok Live, I just put a phone in front of me, get loads of comments. I have my PA next to me with like a board which says how much I charge to say certain things, to eat a certain dish, to eat from a certain restaurant. So people are like sending me comments saying, hey, can you say happy birthday Dewi, which is like my sister's name for her birthday. But in exchange, you've got to send me like a gift. So like a cake or a cracker or something like that, which is worth like money on TikTok.
This sounds a little bit like OnlyFans.
Sure.
How weird does it get? Come on, tell me.
No, well, this is TikTok. Their regulations are really, really strict.
Okay.
Like, you can't. I've had videos taken down for just having my top off.
Like, how fucking dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you?
But they say it's sensitive to my audience, which is Indonesian. It's like 90% Muslim in this country, so
yeah. So you should probably
how dare I take my top off?
Put your nipples away, basically. Have some respect. I get that. I totally get that. So now it's got literally just blown up into this thing. So it started off you doing these videos. I suppose there's got to be a lot of interest from restaurants, from like the travel industry. Like, you're now a kind of you're an icon.
I am the food guru of Indonesia.
It's like man versus food, except you just like throwing up on yourself after eating hot food.
Sort of, yeah. Well, to be honest with you, you'd think I eat a lot of chilies in my videos, but normally I just have like one like bite and just to react to it. So most of the reactions you see are actually fake.
Oh fuck!
Because, mate, I've got.
Oh, what the fuck? Mate, you've just destroyed your own brand on the planet. Do you know how many millions of people?
People know that. I go on TikTok live and I show people the behind the scenes.
So this actually is like OnlyFans now, because except instead of pretending to come, he's actually pretending to have hot food in his mouth. That's exactly what it is.
No, but people love it. People love tuning in and saying, "Oh, look at this guy. He's making all these TikTok videos, eating spicy food," and people think it's real reactions, but it's just fake. But people love her acting.
Yeah, mate, that's absolute fucking madness. I say it again. I've said it before, but look, you can monetize anything in Bali.
You can literally monetize, do anything you want as long as you're creative.
Yeah.
And I to be fair, I had like a bit of a head start because I've always understood the game. I understood how the online content creation works, working with YouTubers. Do you know Josh Parlalin by any chance? A really famous like YouTuber, Facebook guy.
No, I'm 31, mate. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, you'd have seen this. He was in Bali. He got deported like 3 weeks ago,
right,
for doing a video where he's wearing a face mask. And he drew a face mask on his friend.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, and his friend. Yeah. So I was working with him back in January.
Yeah.
So I learned all his secrets from there, and it was like he taught me how to make viral content.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I kind of want to backtrack a little bit because I'm taking the piss a lot. Like it's just kind of happened, but like let's be real about this type of thing. There's actually genuine like skill set and effort that's gone into this over time. Like you don't just. It's very rare that you just create a viral video and it works and then you become a superstar in a particular space, right? So what did that... You come from a video editor, video filming kind of background, content creation background anyway, and then you've kind of fallen on this and it's blown up, right?
Yeah.
What did you learn previously that's now contributed to what you've now created?
So every video which I produce, there's a pre-production involved. Like I don't just go into a restaurant and shoot. I create like a script in advance. First 5 seconds there's always a hook. So in my videos I always get someone to say, Laurence Benson TikTok, come and try this traditional food, or come and eat my mum's gado, or something like that. So instantly there's like a hook for why someone would, because on TikTok you're just scrolling like that mindlessly.
Yeah.
If you see someone say, "Oh, Laurence Benson TikTok," I always add top titles as well, so it like grabs a person's attention. Then they're hooked in the video. Yeah. And it's just me sat down, this white guy speaking Indonesian, just trying like very traditional Indonesian food, and then it always ends in a certain way where I like react as crazy as I possibly can. Yeah. So that's like the ending, and then that's like a process to it, but there's a lot more in detail.
I hope you guys are enjoying this episode of the Platinum Podcast, brought to you by Platinum University, the real life school of mindset, online business, and financial independence. Platinum University teaches you everything conventional education didn't. We're helping thousands of people create multiple passive income streams that create more money, time, and freedom. We literally guide you through every step of the process with the help of our in-house experts and our powerful, like-minded community groups. To get 35% off your monthly subscription and permanently lock in the discounted price of $39.99, and also get access to all of our mindset, Forex, dropshipping, stocks, crypto, network marketing, and Airbnb content, visit the link in the description to join.
Yeah, no, break it down. I'd love for you to like break it down, but like how it really works. The reason why I'm interested in this is because there's so many people that are looking for different ways to do stuff, and people want to leverage these different things. I personally know nothing about TikTok, so talk to me like an idiot that doesn't know how to use TikTok and tell me what if I had a particular niche. I don't know, whatever the hell it may be. Maybe it's OnlyFans. Who knows? Maybe I'd shoe I like shoe cleaning. There we go. I'm a shoe cleaner, right? We're going to break this down. I like to clean shoes. I'm really, really passionate about it. It really gets my dick hard thinking about those shoes. And now I want to make TikToks about it. And I'm going to try and become a content creator in the shoe shining department.
Sure.
Help me out.
So what you've got to do is this. Are you hoping for this to become a business or just blow up on TikTok?
I mean, I'd like to build it up and then potentially monetize it at some point so I can live the life of Riley in Bali.
Okay, sure. So what I would do. So you're a shoe cleaner.
I'm fucking good at it as well.
Okay, you are. Okay, amazing. So you're gonna want to create shoe cleaning videos where like comedic sketches I would say are the best. So maybe shoes talking to each other, or like someone comes in with their shoes, you're cleaning them, and then the shoes are talking to you, because obviously you are the best shoe cleaner in the world.
Obviously.
So the shoes are talking to you, and you can like, you're like the shoe whisperer.
Okay.
So the shoes are saying, oh, Joe's like amazing shoe cleaning. Oh, he hits the spot right there, right underneath the heel, right underneath the sole.
Hang on a minute, we're going a bit weird again. we keep coming back to this kind of.
Wait, the weirder the better on TikTok.
Okay,
Mate, TikTok is the weirdest place you can imagine.
Okay, all right.
It is just full of weird stuff on there.
You predominantly.
Yeah, look at me. But like comedic sketches, making it interesting, filming 4K, as high quality video as possible, because everyone on TikTok is filming on iPhones.
Okay.
The difference of what I'm doing is I've got like a Sony camera, filming 4K, vertical. I use professional I use professional setup, have lighting like you have, which I like carry around with me.
So I suppose you're kind of trying to get that little edge in every department, right?
Yeah. So how I brand myself, I see myself as a content creator on TikTok that's producing the best quality content in Indonesia. That's my goal, and right now I think I am. And I'm from everyone I know, I'm the fastest growing in Indonesia. Best quality content, get best engagement. Like, say like my video gets like 1 million views, I get about 200,000 likes, which is 1 in 5. One like every 5 views, which is very, very high. Usually it's like 1 in 20. And so I'm finding ways of making my content which people want to watch, are interested in. So I'm getting better attention throughout. Mm-hmm. That's the main thing on TikTok actually, is attention.
Yeah.
So TikTok make most money from someone staying on a platform. So finding ways so every like 5 to 10 seconds, something's got to happen in your video, something creative.
Yeah.
So I always do my comment videos. I'm doing like a top 3. So it's like top three foods from Java. Okay, so I choose my top 3, and then the third one's my third favorite, second is my second favorite, first is my favorite, which comes last, which is the last 10 seconds of the video.
Yeah.
So that makes people want to stay right at the end. So if you're shoe cleaning, you could maybe you could talk about your favorite parts of a shoe, sure, or your 5 favorite types of shoe.
Yeah.
Like they come in all sort of shapes and sizes. You know, you can talk about your favorite.
I see that a lot. So because George does that, right? With this, he does like what are the 6 things we learned.
6 things. Yeah, exactly.
It's that kind of. So what I kind of hear from this is that the first part is this attention grabbing thing.
Yeah.
Because as with all marketing, you got to grab attention first, right? But we live in this kind of instant gratification world right now, and I feel like Reels on Instagram and TikTok is like an accelerated version of that. Like we're catering even more to people's lack of attention span. Like normally you scroll on Facebook, on Instagram, and it needs to be attention grabbing enough. Now Reels is like a fucking condensed high speed version, isn't it? Where it's just content. So the first bit's hook them in there. And then now, because their attention spans are so shit, if you don't get them in that first, every 5 seconds, you've got to have something that pulls them back into the video, right?
Exactly.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's almost like a steam train. You need to be like
yeah,
constantly like hitting the audience with something to make them stay around.
So what's the formula? So I'd love to know the formula. You briefly touched on that then. So you've got like your hook piece, which is essentially like a tagline that's going to really pull them in.
Usually, yeah, first 6 to 7 seconds is always like the first initial bit, which is Laurence Benson TikTok.
Yeah.
Initially, as soon as someone says that A makes a person want to stay on the video, and B, it usually gets them to click onto my profile, because obviously, Laurence Benson TikTok, I'm famous.
Yeah.
On a platform, and if they don't know me, they're going to be like, I want to find out more.
Why don't I know who this guy is?
So they go from the video onto my platform. So ever since I introduced like, Laurence Benson TikTok, my profile views has like gone up by like 300%.
That's interesting. That's really powerful, because essentially what you're doing is you're introducing yourself as a star. You're basically saying, if they know you, then they go, oh yeah, it's that guy, great. If they don't know you, they go, why don't I know you? Oh, I need to know you, so therefore I'm going to go find out, because nobody wants to be out of the loop, right? Interesting.
And I'm also, every video I start, every single video, I'm doing something really weird or completely out of the blue at the start. So for example, my last viral video, which got like 10 million views now on TikTok, it's of me walking in a rice field, picking up chilies, wearing like a rice field hat. And then someone's saying, come and try our food. And then I climb through their window. It was like really...
it's turning into like a full-on comedy sketch, basically.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Just full-on comedy sketches, keep it funny, interesting, and coming from a Borat Mr. Bean approach. It's like I'm the idiot abroad.
You're idiot abroad.
Yeah, I'm the idiot abroad.
This is fucking great.
And that's what I'm trying to do. Like I watch Mr. Bean, for example, for inspiration. I watch Borat for inspiration, like how he brings his Eastern European values over to America, and I'm bringing my Western values over to Indonesia. So I don't know any better.
Yeah.
You just got to be careful with the content you post because it could be seen as a bit offensive. But at the same time, people just say, "Oh, he doesn't know any better."
Yeah, so you kind of get the silly white guy doesn't know what he's up to.
Yeah, exactly.
You're playing that card.
Yeah, I'm owning it.
I mean, I feel like you are owning it.
You have to anything you do. If you're a shoe cleaner or whatever, you've just got to own what you do. It's like how George got big, for instance. He got huge on Chatroulette and Omegle. I remember I went to school with him.
Chatroulette.
Yeah, I went to uni with him. I was living with him when he was like blowing up. I gave George his first ever shout out on YouTube. His first ever shout out. And I remember everyone would be like laughing at him saying, "Oh, look at this George guy. He's just on Chatroulette, like get alive, finish uni. Oh, look at him. He's dropping out to do YouTube." This is when he was just about to hit 100K. Yeah. He dropped out. His dad went crazy at him and crazy at me. I was like, "Lawrence, you got to tell him to stay at uni." I was like, but I saw potential. I knew what he was doing was the right thing. Yeah. And now, since then, he's been 1 million followers and been able to travel the world.
How does it work on Chatroulette? Explain how. Hang on. Isn't Chatroulette just that thing where you randomly get put in front of like?
Well,
people?
he was doing impressions. He was doing like Peter Griffin impressions and Family Guy.
You're right. Every time I went on Chatroulette, all I ever saw was about fucking 6 or 7 cocks.
Yeah, well, there is that side of things, but then there's also some good.
So are you telling me that George built his platform by getting his cock out on Chatroulette? Is that what you're saying?
Secretly, yes.
George, you must have a great cock.
Absolutely.
What am I going to say?
Yeah, cheers to him.
George's cock. So, no, sorry. So before I started talking useless nonsense, how did that work? How do you build something off the back of Chatroulette? Because this interests me again, like from a more professional standpoint, because a lot of people use TikTok to build their Instagram. So
and YouTube
as well. So now what you're talking, because it's easy to get followers, I guess. So I don't know. So it gets a lot of exposure, maybe.
Do you want me to delve into this now or later?
Just tell me. Go on, tell me.
So my YouTube has, in the last 2 weeks, I've gone from 5,000 to 26,000 in 2 weeks. I've gained 20,000 in 2 weeks, in 14 days.
Wow.
I just keep, because I'm posting all my TikTok videos onto YouTube and they're really promoting YouTube Shorts. So currently you can't actually monetize from YouTube Shorts, but last week there's like a creator fund, which is worth 150 million. So they're going to be giving money to all the top YouTube Shorts creators around the world. So that's what I'm trying to like focusing on right now, and with all these subscribers I've got, I'm creating longer form content which I'm targeting Western audiences, so I can monetize that.
That's really interesting. Yeah. So just so I understand, YouTube Shorts. So this is like I assume something like Reels, something like
YouTube Shorts. Is Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, TikTok are the exact same thing.
Okay, so they've all just created a 30-second version of what they create.
1 minute. 1 minute. Well, Instagram Reels is 30 seconds. Yeah, it's 1 minute.
Okay, so again, we're just catering to this instant gratification, quick dopamine hit kind of scenario. But the power, it's almost like it becomes a sales funnel, essentially, doesn't it, at this point? It's like an ascension model. Basically, what you're doing is you're hooking them in with this first sentence.
Yeah.
Then you're getting them in for another 5 seconds, until they complete your whole reel or TikTok video, at which point they go, "Oh, I like that guy." Then they follow you and then hopefully watch your next video. Then after that, then you're hoping they watch your long form video essentially on YouTube.
Exactly.
And then you're just getting their eyes for longer periods of time.
Exactly. And that's also another reason why I've also blown up on YouTube. I'm not saying blown up, but like it's
blowing up.
I'm blowing up.
Yeah.
It's because people recognize me from TikTok. So they're scrolling through mindlessly on YouTube, and my videos actually get recommended on like long form YouTube videos. So shorts get recommended on long form YouTube videos as well. So they're like
interesting.
So like on YouTube, it like automatically takes you to the next video, and sometimes it's my video. And I'm like, oh, I recognize this guy from TikTok. I might as well watch his video, watch it throughout, and then scroll up again. It's my next video, next video, and they just subscribe to me.
So you're just trying to create this vacuum, essentially.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can I assume you can make one long video, and then you can chop it down into multiple little ones as well.
You can, but I think I've got a lot of YouTube friends who have tried that. It does work, but nowhere near to the extent as like creating like a very polished 1 minute video.
Okay, yeah, I suppose you're not going to have that 5 second hard hitting.
Exactly, which is what you need. Because there's so much YouTube Shorts is still very early stages, but soon everyone's going to be getting onto it. So it's best to start right now and script your videos.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So how would you, so let's talk about the script making process. So the thing that really interests me here is that you can kind of feed one platform with another. And then you can build multiple platforms and essentially create multiple digital assets through these, all with the same theme, realistically, right? Can you give somebody a script as to what you would use, or like a breakdown, like you said, like there's the hook, then there's a little 5-second thing, just a simple little formula people can use to then replicate that for their own business?
Okay. I always play to what people want to see. So I currently do like questionnaires on my YouTube or TikTok or Instagram even, and I'm asking guys, what should I eat next? So instantly I know what people want to see.
Yeah.
So that's like the title. So if I'm going to be trying like nasi goreng ayam, which is fried chicken, I find out where fried chicken is from, which is, okay, I don't know, maybe it's like Surabaya, and then I find two other foods foods which is related to Surabaya.
Yeah.
And then from that, I create like 3 main headings, which is like nice, one food, second food, third food. Decide which one's my favorite in order. Well, this is my experience. This is not.
Yeah, no, tell it from yours, and then people can then work it out based on shoe shining or whatever the fuck they want to do.
And then I always make sure the one which I don't like most, even though I quite like it, I say, oh, it's disgusting. And this creates conflict. So people are like commenting below, oh my God, I can't believe you don't like this food. It's delicious. I can't believe that. So it starts debates on my comments. And the second food is like, all right, it's quite good. And then there's always the first one, which I say, oh, this is amazing. Or like I react to it somehow. But I always add spice to the last one. So I get to react to it in the final 5 seconds.
Interesting.
So it's like, I'm eating nasi goreng, fried chicken, fried rice chicken. And then I get the waiter to come up to me and say, oh, Laurence, you need to try our special sambal.
Yeah.
Which now I've got my own sambal, so I'm getting them to give my sambal sauce to me.
Yeah.
Using the actual,
I get it. So I see you're kind of almost you're turning it into a scripted kind of comedy sketch at this point.
Yeah.
Which is actually really interesting.
That's the plan for each one.
Yeah.
And then they literally force feed me all this sambal, which is hot sauce. I always cut to 2 seconds later. You know the SpongeBob, 2 seconds later.
I don't, but
Okay, well, I use that in every single video. It's like people know me as being a 2 seconds guy, and then it cuts to me doing something crazy like
I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want that reputation personally.
It's like me running down the street, jumping into a swimming pool, or like someone pouring like a massive bucket of water on my head, or something like that.
Yeah,
which is for comedic effect.
Yeah.
And now I've been able to branch that to where I'm running competitions for people where I eat something really spicy 2 seconds later, and then people have got to send in their best reactions of them reacting to my spicy food.
Interesting.
To win.
So I really want to break this down. This is great, but I really want to break this down for people that want to kind of replicate this and just kind of understand it as a business model.
Okay.
So the way you're explaining it, so we've got this first video creation. That's the be all and end all, really. If that works, that concept works. Now there's all these different areas and all these different directions you can go in to make this work, right? So you've raised the creating conflict. That's really powerful. So you're kind of getting you set an opinion, and then obviously people agree or disagree with you. At this point, people want to fucking argue with each other, right? Yeah. That's kind of how social media works. So that's powerful, because then you're creating engagement, right? Now, the next thing what's the next goal after this point? So say you've got a successful video that's going viral, you obviously want to branch out and make it more successful. So is it a case of continuously trying to improve engagement on this video?
Improve engagement on that certain video, or
on that video, or then of subsequent videos. So as generally speaking, so you've got a successful video, right? Yeah. Now the next goal is obviously you want to continue to make more successful videos while increasing engagement, shares, likes, all the rest of it, right?
Yeah, so you find out what works from that certain video. Yeah. So over time, the more content you produce, which for anyone starting off, you just literally pick up a camera and you become a filmmaker. You just pick up a camera and you start shooting. Just post a video about a certain niche which interests you, or which you see a gap in the market. Just shoot one video, and then you're bound to get some comments. Like even if it's like 3 or 4 comments initially, they're gonna say, okay, you should try this, which is always in the same theme. And then you just respond to those comments, with a video. Get a hook initially at the start, the first 7 seconds, some sort of hook. Even if you've got like 10 followers, get someone to say, Joe Axelmore's shoe cleaning. Yeah. When you say, oh, hey, you say, oh, you must try cleaning my grandfather's boots. Yeah. you say, okay, I'll try. And then it cuts to a title, which is the title of a video, which I do. And and then, sorry, am I answering?
Yeah, no, you are because you're breaking it down in a way that I want to create the different steps for people. I want people to come on that journey with you the way you're doing it, and obviously it's so fast developing, and the way you're now evolving this business. So like the way I originally formulated this question was, I was interested in how you take people from this 30-second video all the way to the point where you're now creating long form content on YouTube, and I want to kind of dissect that journey, because you're gonna have to increase engagement along the way, right? You're gonna have to find out how to create that next video, which you've answered perfectly by saying, look, you feed off the comments, and now you're then going to turn it into a long form YouTube video, essentially.
Yeah.
So how would that then look when you go to that point?
So long form videos it takes a lot more scripting.
Yeah.
So like I'll go to like a restaurant, and then I always try involving other people, like other YouTubers, or like I've been able to collaborate with some huge YouTubers just from my TikTok following.
Yeah.
And then we both create the same sort of content. We both share each other's content, and that content like blows up. So with YouTube, you're basically doing exactly what I'm doing on TikTok, but it's just longer version, like more dialogue. You're trying more food. You're going into more detail. Because with TikTok, it's really, really fast cut. Like I cut every second and a half. Every 2 seconds there's a cut. Not a cut, but like a zoom in or something.
Yeah.
Because I export 1080p. I film 4K. I don't know if your audience knows the difference between 4K and 1080.
I just about do, but
okay. So with 4K, you can like, if you're exporting 1080p, you can like zoom into certain areas. So there's no audio cuts. There's no like silent areas between the audios. So when you're watching my videos, it's like constantly like what's the word? It's like a train. It's like there's no stopping.
Yeah.
There's no stops. Yeah, there's no stopping. But with YouTube, you're allowed to have a bit of silence. You're allowed to talk in more detail. You're allowed to expand, and I think that's the main difference. And with YouTube, you're really allowing to show your persona more than TikTok.
Yeah. So like TikTok's really it's almost just pure advertising to a certain point.
That's how I see it. I always, from the very start, from the first month of doing it, I remember I started in late December, and then it was New Year's Eve. And I purposely didn't go out because I knew TikTok would be like, this was a gap in the market, and I wanted to stick to it. So ever since then, I just saw that I always wanted to take my audience from TikTok over to YouTube.
Yeah.
And target a more Western audience. But with the followers which I gained from TikTok, I can take that loyal following now, over to my YouTube, and that's where the real monetization comes into play. And I can really branch into any area I want to, like around the world.
Yeah, because YouTube is really powerful when it comes to monetization, right? That's the powerhouse there when it comes to
branding and brand deals.
What does that landscape look like on TikTok? Is there a monetization process on it, or not so much?
You can't monetize through views, which is a shame.
Okay.
But brands are understanding the power of TikTok. There's recently a stat where TikTok, your audience is going to engage with you 18% from your video, compared to 5% on Instagram. So it's like 3 to 4 times more powerful than Instagram for audience engagement with a creator.
So it's basically lead gen, essentially.
Lead gen?
Yeah, lead generation. TikTok is, because the monetization is going to come through Instagram or YouTube or your website. If you can just blow something up on TikTok, you can just feed people through to these other platforms where you can actually make money out of it.
That's exactly what I'm doing. Yeah. But even with TikTok, you can still make money through TikTok lives and through brand deals. Like I've done stuff with English First. It's like me saying at the end of a video, thank you to English First who have sponsored this video. Without them, I couldn't speak Bahasa, the Indonesian language.
I see. So the deals that you're getting are more they're deals that you're cutting with people, where you say stuff using your platform. They don't actually have a monetization process in the same way they do. Like YouTube, for example, there's an automatic process where people get exposed to ads and you get paid for it, right?
Yeah, you don't get
nothing like that.
Nothing like it, which is a shame. But at the same time, if it was all because of the money, then maybe I wouldn't be creating this sort of content.
For sure.
So I know, do you know Casey Neistat? He's a really famous YouTuber. He's like one of my for me he's like the epitome of like where I want to be in my life.
Okay.
And he didn't monetize his first 100 for the first like 2 years of his career. He didn't monetize a single video, even though he had the option to. He didn't monetize because he loved the creative process, and which is what I'm almost which is like a blessing in disguise with TikTok, is that I'm creating content for free for them, because I'm creating content which I love to make, and from that now I'm in a position where I can take my audience from TikTok to YouTube and other avenue streams.
Yeah, oh, I love that. But there's a whole different energy when money comes into the mix, because and there's a whole process with money. That completely changes the dynamic of stuff. And if you love doing what you're doing and it's fun to you, then as long as your needs are met, then you don't really need to worry about so much, do, because it's like you're fulfilled in that capacity, right? So it's in the last few weeks, literally, that you've only just started funneling people through to your YouTube.
Yeah.
So what have you done in these last 2 weeks to suddenly start feeding this massive following that you have on TikTok through to YouTube? So what content have you been creating? I assume this long form, right? And what have you done to funnel them across?
So when you say long form, it's actually been short form.
Okay.
So what I would do with my TikToks is I would always produce I'd always export my first draft, which is like a 3-minute cut. And with that 3-minute cut, I'd put it onto YouTube. But what I found over time is that those videos wouldn't actually do that well. Yeah. It's actually the shorts which are really, really working. So the last 2 weeks, I've just been posting short videos, like 1-minute videos, the exact same videos I post on TikTok onto my YouTube. And those videos are like a million views each, like 1,900,000, literally every single video I post.
Wow.
Yeah, which is crazy. Which is why shorts is right now so important to get into. You can't monetize, as I said, you can't monetize through shorts, but it's just like blowing up my YouTube.
But the thing is, again, it's like another stepping stone, isn't it?
Exactly.
That's kind of the way I'm viewing this. I'm seeing it like as a sales funnel.
It's a process.
You're getting your lead gen from TikTok. You're sending them through to shorts on YouTube.
Yep.
You can't monetize it on the shorts yet, but then the shorts are then going to lead through to your long form videos, which you can monetize. And then all of a sudden you've got this whole fucking train, as you like to say, going from TikTok all the way to monetization on YouTube.
Exactly. And from that, it's going to take me, is where I can start selling my own sandal. I've got my own sandal now, which I'm going to be selling on YouTube, on TikTok, on my website.
You're going to be back to drop shipping again now, aren't you? You're going to be fucking drop shipping chili sauce.
Something like that. But I'm selling like lots of batches to different warung restaurants around Indonesia. And if someone orders it from like Jakarta, it's going to go straight from that restaurant to them.
That's mental.
Yeah, and then hopefully in the future, and now I'm targeting a Western audience. So hopefully I can sell my sambal to Western audiences.
So how did you get that put together? What did you do to?
I just after eating sambal for the last 6 months, I found which flavor is my favorite.
I mean, it's a good way to do it. I mean, at least you've done your product research, right?
Yeah, I'm literally eating it every single day. So I found which one's my favorite. Like, I'm not gonna. Okay, it's like shrimp paste sambal. I've got like a manufacturer who's like creating all the sambal for me, putting it into bottles, and we're just shipping it around Indonesia.
Jesus Christ!
And everyone's gonna be, and it's got my face in it as well, which is another thing you should touch upon is branding. Branding is so important, especially right now.
Yeah.
So just I have my face like reacting like that on the bottle itself, saying Laurence Benson or Bence's premium sambal sauce, and that's what I'm selling. And because it's premium, I can charge a premium.
See, this is the type of business that nobody can really conceptualize until you actually hear it. And this is why this is so powerful, because no one in their right mind is going to sit there and kind of concoct this random set of ideas. and this has only happened, or correct me if I'm wrong, but by being in Bali and being exposed to all these weird and wonderful opportunities. And that's the power of online business, in my opinion, is putting yourself in a place where you're able to create, you're able to be exposed to these weird and wonderful ideas that you couldn't come up with on your own. So how did Bali specifically nurture you and create space for you to do this type of thing?
Pretty much everyone you meet here is a creator of some sort of ed. Like, they want to be able to live this Bali lifestyle, or this lifestyle, just this life, which is amazing. It's the best life. I've been traveling the world for the past 6 years now, and Bali is the best place like I've been to by far.
Yeah.
And just everyone is constantly trying to build each other up. There's like very little jealousy or envy. Everyone's feeding you ideas, giving you inspiration. Like, I see like I've got a bunch of YouTuber mates here, and I see what they're doing. I'm like, wow, I want to do what they're doing. Maybe I've gone on shoots with them, seen what they're doing, and like learned from them. And I think that's what Bali provides. It's like opportunities, and it really opens your eyes to what is possible in life.
Yeah.
Well, so in London, I'm from London, and it's just hustle and bustle, city life. You've really got no time to like think outside the box unless it's for like you don't really have time to think of other creative ways.
Yeah.
Because it's all very corporate. Whilst here, it's just look around and there's people doing all of these sort of weird things in life.
Yeah, I think
Crazy things like even Platinum University, which is amazing. What you guys are doing.
Why, thank you, sir. Yeah, it's weird. It's like you say. It's when I always think there's a really weird thing that happens where people are just rushing around. All the while people don't actually have any space to think about anything other than just the activity. So there's like a mindlessness about it. There's no space to really think of anything. What were you doing when you were back in London?
I was working as a videographer for corporate clients.
Okay.
So I was in a city working for top tech companies, going in, shooting promotional videos, interviews, all of that, which I found fascinating because I love technology.
For sure.
But it's you're not really living life. It's like the same 9 to 5 every single day. Yeah. Like sure, we'd go out for beers afterwards and that was fun, but like it's not what you get out here in Bali. And also I'll be traveling working with travel agencies, like I'll be sent to Switzerland or India, which I loved, but you're always working for a client. You're always working for someone else. You've always got a boss. So you create a video which you think is great and they're like, no, we want it, instead of 3 minutes, we want it 10 minutes. And you're like, well, it's not, you're trying to reach a large audience. This is not gonna work. But they are always right, your boss. So which is why I'm so grateful for what YouTube or TikTok have allowed me to do, is create like short form content, which I know is like as good as I can possibly make it, and be able to smash it out on a daily basis.
How impactful do you think that is? Because you were talking about the creative process, and you're actually talking and I love that you touched on the fact that how money kind of interferes with that. How difficult do you think it's going to be for big corporations and big companies that are trying to create all this content, like a turbocharged speed? They're putting all this pressure on to create all these things, but now people have the capability to make engaging, powerful content from a really happy space here in Bali, as an example.
Yeah.
How do you think that's going to affect the landscape when that kind of corporate versus the individual that can create from a very different space?
Well, I think corporations are understanding the power of like these creators who are able to work anywhere in the world, create content anywhere in the world, and realize that it's more about story rather than like a fancy promotional video. So I know right now I've got like my old bosses who I used to work for. They're like contacting me saying, "Oh, we really want to make like Harvey Nash like a big like TikTok success. How do we do that?" I give them ideas, but they still don't really take it, which is very weird because they've got like a very narrow way of thinking.
Yeah.
But I feel like in the next like coming months or years, they're going to realize that and realize that it's all about. It doesn't have to be like the traditional like talking heads like in an office. You can create content anywhere in the world as long as it's got like an engaging storyline.
Yeah, because I don't think people want that. I mean, at least I don't. Yeah. I can't speak for everybody, but I don't give two fucks. I don't watch TV. I don't watch anything that's kind of professionally created. I don't think. Everything I watch is actually more independent now. I watch a lot of like different documentaries which are made by people that are just passionate about a particular thing, because you don't need any production anymore. You don't need like this whole setup. You can just be a man with a camera going and do your thing. Yeah, or phone. Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's really, really powerful.
And also I feel like people now are realizing that there's a lot of fake news or fake pictures, videos out there. And which is why Instagram it's slowly on the decline. Instagram are realizing that TikTok is like the next big platform. Even the CEO of Instagram just the other day said Instagram is no longer a photo sharing platform. It's video. It's video. So that's why they've introduced Instagram Reels and they're really pushing it. YouTube have realized that TikTok is like blowing it. It's blowing up. It's got by far way more downloads than YouTube or Instagram or any other social platform.
Really?
And yes, and so that's why YouTube have created YouTube Shorts just to compete with them. So which is why my content is again blowing up, because I'm doing exactly the same process as I'm doing on TikTok over on YouTube Shorts, and I don't have to do any extra work. I'm just have to press upload, do the same title, do the same description, and that's it.
Interesting. I mean, I think that's a really powerful statement in and of itself. You can create this content in a particular way that you can then apply to all these different platforms. So you're kind of, for the creator, you're getting 3 times your value essentially, aren't you?
Exactly.
For the same work.
I can just keep promoting that same content, especially if it's evergreen content. Do you know what evergreen is?
Yeah, for sure. So but explain for the listeners.
So evergreen content is content which doesn't have to be applied for just a particular time of frame in time.
Yeah.
So like with content which I'm producing about food, and someone watching it in 20 years, it'll still be that same video will be applied to someone watching in 20 years.
Providing the restaurant owners are still alive.
Yeah, as it is now. Yeah. Or like it's mainly traditional food.
Yeah.
Whereas there's content which is like George's videos where he's talking about potential like transfers, like Haaland. That's very momentarily. Like he's going to get a lot of views, but in a very short period of time.
Yeah, it's the same for us. Our content, we do like a lot of stock market updates and like obviously financial news is very time dependent. So yeah, that's very different. That's so you can just do the same amount of work, put it out on all these different platforms, and just continue to fucking grow. Yeah, and you can reformat it as well. Surely you can create your own little libraries and all these like different things and
exactly. And my next step actually now is creating NFT. Do you know what an NFT is?
I definitely do. I'm involved in some NFTs myself. Let's talk NFTs. Come on, tell me about it. Okay,
so I don't know if you've seen that Charlie Bit My Finger video.
Everybody has seen Charlie.
Okay, you know it got sold recently as an NFT for £500,000. That video got taken down off YouTube, but ouch, Charlie, you bit my finger, or however it goes. Yeah. That video got taken down from YouTube to be sold to an independent buyer for £500,000, and because that video is seen as like the start of like this new renaissance of online content creation. Yeah, because that was like the first original clip, which was so raw, so like it wasn't meaning to go viral as it did.
For sure.
So I'm currently trying to make my content and NFTs. Right. like the very start, like the first reactions of me eating spicy food, because now there's so many people doing the exact same as me. Well, not many, but like I've noticed like 4 other creators doing the exact same as me.
That's a compliment. Good.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, but like I'm trying to like uploading onto like places like Blackbox. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
No, go on.
It's a website where you just upload your clips and other people can buy it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just a very low form version of NFT.
Yeah.
But you can monetize your content.
I'm curious, how does that work? So you're saying somebody just downloaded the video of like Charlie. Can't anybody just do that? How do you?
So it's taken off YouTube. It's taken off everywhere online, and the person who owns that content will probably upload it onto their own website, and people to watch it have to pay like £2 to watch it.
So the person who did it as an NFT, they were the person who actually created the original video.
The person who created the original video sold that video clip to a buyer of it.
Right. How can you sell it once it's been released? Like, because obviously that video, for example, like you put it on YouTube, you can download videos off YouTube. How is that not then mine as well before it then? But once it becomes an NFT, I understand. But prior to that, surely.
But you sell the rights to it. It's like copyright. You can sell the rights to owning a piece of content.
So if I download a video from YouTube, which I can do, I don't own the rights to it, and there's limited things I can do with it. If I was to turn that into an NFT, for example, the person who originally created the video could come to me and go, that was my original video, I posted it on YouTube, I shared it.
What are you trying to say? This all comes down to monetization at the end of the day.
Yeah.
With NFTs. So are you saying that the original creator would always get a
No. I'm saying, so once it becomes an NFT, I understand that at that point, that particular NFT, like it's a first edition, it's unique, right? Prior to that happening, the video just exists all over YouTube on a million different laptops and a million different WhatsApp groups that have been sent all over the world. Yeah. What prevents somebody else? Can you not create another NFT of it? And it's just no,
because that's copyright.
Okay, so
it's all copyright.
Okay, so I guess my question then is, once you upload it to YouTube, do you still own the video then, essentially? Is there nothing in the terms and conditions of YouTube?
Who uploaded
the person that originally uploaded the video?
No, because he sold the rights to that person.
After he uploaded it to YouTube, like when he uploaded it to YouTube, does that not mean that YouTube have the rights to it? No.
It's taken off YouTube now.
Okay.
It's been deleted off YouTube, so the person who owns that video, only they can get monetization from it.
Right, okay.
By selling it to like brands, to businesses, to news outlets, articles written about it.
Okay, so if I say, for example, there's another viral video, I can't think of anything, any stupid viral video.
Okay.
yeah. So say, for example, 2 Girls, 1 Cup, perfect example, Lewis, thank you. You get me all the little chairs. This is better than the shoe shining one. I prefer 2 Girls, 1 Cup. So say, for example, the original 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
Yeah.
I have a copy of that on my phone, and I've got 14 copies on it on repeat on my phone. I watch it every single day, and I decide to then turn that into an NFT, right? whoever originally created that video, whatever sick, twisted bastard made that video, can they then claim the rights to that NFT because they owned the original video? Would you?
Have they sold it or not to you?
No, they haven't sold it to me. I've just fucking turned it into an NFT and gone, yeah, sweet.
Well, if you're making money out of it, then you can get sued.
Okay, so that's how it works with YouTube. I guess my question is kind of around the terms and conditions at YouTube at this point. I don't know what the rules are. When you share something on YouTube, does it become public domain? Anyone can share it, or is that only applicable up until the point you monetize it?
I know that you're allowed to use like up to like 6 seconds of like a clip.
Yeah.
And then anything after 6 seconds, then it becomes like copyright to the original owner.
Okay, there we go. That's what I was interested in.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
6 seconds, and it applies to like football or anything online.
Oh, okay.
Unless you have like written confirmation from the original owner saying you can use the content.
So every time I watch a boxing fight on YouTube, when it pops up afterwards, someone's infringing on that copyright.
Yeah, exactly. But when it gets taken down, they just upload another one.
I know. Fuck it. I'm so glad people do that. I'm so glad. I wake up in the morning and, Anthony Joshua fought last night. I couldn't bother to fucking stay up and watch that. I bet it's on YouTube. Yeah. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Fuck me, that's interesting. So tell me about your NFT. Tell me what's going on there. So,
well, mate, I haven't started NFTs properly, but it's something I'm definitely looking into. Now.
A friend of mine has his own NFT platform. If you would like me to connect you.
That would be amazing.
And yeah, he can help you piece all that together.
Because I've actually kept every single clip I've ever shot. So every single piece of clip or footage which I shot is on a hard drive or on Google Drive somewhere.
That's fucking cool.
So I can just get someone to like an editor to go on it, download all the clips, create like any sort of video from that, or I can like sell it to whoever.
I'll link you up with him. I'll put after the podcast. I'll put you in touch with him. You can speak to him.
With just a question for you, because you know some stuff about NFTs. Can you invest in NFTs?
What, individually and like purchase them?
Yeah. So for example, okay, I'll use myself as an example. Like, because I know there's something called BitClout. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
Yeah.
So someone could like invest in BitClout. Can you invest in like a clip or like a person's content?
I believe so. I believe you can actually purchase pretty much if it becomes an NFT, then you can purchase it for sure and you can invest into it. Do you mean or like collectively, like multiple people into the same thing?
Yeah. Almost like stocks.
That's a fucking good question. I know you can buy the NFT, but I don't know if there's going to be someone somewhere. Look, you've seen how quick the crypto space is developing. If it doesn't already exist right now, it probably will do in the next few months, where everybody can like crowdfund into a fucking NFT. Is that what your question is?
Yeah. So I'll give you an example. So George, like back 2 or 3 years ago, when the volcano here in Bali was exploding, Monetizing, he actually booked a villa in the red zone right next to the volcano when it was erupting. I
really appreciate that. Shout out to you, George, man, you mad bastard. I love that. I really care about that. That's the kind of weird stuff I'd like to do. So.
And he used that trip. He brought along like a stunning like Russian model of him to get loads of views, and he used it as a thumbnail. But he like got loads of amazing drone clips, made like 3 vlogs out of it. Each one got like, I think one of them's got like 1 million views, a bunch of them got like 100,000 or so.
Wow.
But BBC actually brought the drone clips from him for like, I'm not going to disclose how much, but it was like a lot of money.
Yeah.
So my question to you is, so George was able to sell those clips to BBC. If someone like invested in like clips, my original clips, for those clips to be sold to like Indonesian broadcasters or Indonesian TV or BBC or whatever, could they like somehow get their money back from the initial investment? If that makes sense.
I'm going to be honest with you. This is beyond my understanding. I have no fucking idea.
Yeah.
I wish I had an answer for you.
Yeah, I have no idea either.
Okay, well, I can put you in touch with some people that probably could answer that.
That'd be really useful.
Funnily enough, that question's never come up during my day-to-day. When I was ordering my bagel this morning, I just didn't think, I wonder if we... Sorry, so when Scott was ordering my bagel. Good lad, mate. You're a good lad, Scott. I appreciate you. I love you. Yeah.
I'm looking for a good bagel place, actually, if you can also...
Oh, wow. Oh, fucking hell. Right. Just so you know, we are taking sponsorships. So, Island Bagels.
Island Bagels.
Canggu.
Wait, is that Island Wok?
Yes, same place.
Wait, I get my bagels from there. They're the best. Best place. So
Massive shout out to you guys. Your bagels are fucking fantastic. If you're in Canggu, get yourself a big breakfast right now. I can smash 2 or 3 of those bad boys. And
smoked salmon of cheese.
I'll send you an invoice. I have just a heads up, Island Bagels. I want a bagel on my fucking podcast desk every morning for this shout.
By the way, I'm doing TikTok collaborations. By the way.
Yeah, he'll eat the hot food. I will eat the bagels. If anyone wants to watch me eat bagels in the morning and say, "Oh, there's a stupid idiot white guy eating the bagels," I'll do it. I'll do it. Do you think anyone's gonna pay me for that?
Yeah, sure.
No.
Bagels could be your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate, try it. Just
Bagel shoe cleaner.
No.
Bagel,
The
yes.
bagel. Watching 2 girls, 1 cup with shiny, clean shoes eating a bagel.
Mate, literally,
Who
just
knows?
go around cleaning people's shoes, just eating a bagel every single time. And people are going to be commenting, "Why is Joe eating a bagel?" But each video, you could eat you could eat a different type of bagel.
Next time, clean your shoes with deodorant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why does it have to get so fucking weird and sexual every single time, guys? Can we not have a bit of decorum in here, for God's sake? Jesus Christ, I thought fucking better of you lot. Honestly, I really did. That epic business model, I think it's an epic point to end on. I want you to tell people where the fuck they can find you doing weird stuff online. Tell everyone where it's at. How do they find
Guys,
you, my friend?
at Laurence_Benson. It's on YouTube, on TikTok. It's coming on Instagram as well. But just type in Laurence Benson, you'll find my videos.
It's
and actually,
on everything.
guys, on Instagram right now, I've actually added subtitles to every video. So if you don't understand Bahasa, Indonesian, you can actually watch the video with subtitles.
Fucking hell,
And
it's educational as well, boys.
Yeah, exactly. So that's only exclusive to my Instagram reels. So
Oh.
at Laurence Benson.
Lovely. So, yeah, if you want to find out this man doing some weird stuff, hit him up. Would you be open to just receiving some DMs if people wanted to know how they could get started? Would you be open to helping anybody out, get started with their own TikTok, with their own things, and offering some sort of maybe even coaching opportunities for
Guys,
people?
just send me a DM on Instagram. I respond. As long as it's not a stupid question, I'm happy to. I know any question's good, but I get some really weird stuff.
Yeah.
Just send me a question on Instagram, and I'll be happy to respond to it and help you out in any way I can. Even if it's like an idea you have, asking, "Hey Laurence, will this idea work?" I'm happy to give you some expert advice.
That is an offer right there. Thank you very much for coming on, my friend.
Yeah, thank you, Joe, so much for inviting me. It's a pleasure and honor to be part of a Platinum University.
You made it.
I made it.
You made it.
I fucking made it. I can't believe it.
This is the Platinum Podcast.